I just realized I didn't light my candle. Ah, man. Darn it. 1 second, I gotta get a lighter so I can light the candle.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
I am fireproof. I won't bow down unless you won't buy it. I am fireproof. Ooh, there's a fire burning in the night. It's a great Alabama song, in case if you don't know. Another great song with fire. Fight fire with fire. I've got this burning desire. Fire with fire. That's an awesome Kansas song. Bam, 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 bam. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Do you know Oliver Tree? I saw him live, man. I love Oliver Tree. My heart is still broken, dude. I loved him madly, and I did not hate him badly. I was shown Oliver Tree when I first came here to Florida about 6 years ago, and I was shown the video where he was on the giant scooter, and I was having a lot of fun with my friends at the time, and when they showed it to me, I was like, I like this guy, and I started listening to him on my own. I love the album Ugly is Beautiful. Like, oh, oh, yo, you're falling through, got me thinking that it's still not you the way it's me. What you thought it'd be, something else's, but it's not your fault, it's mine, I'm still forgiven. Oh, yeah. I don't know, it's just, I love his music. Always have. But he represents genuineness. That's really all he was. He was a goofball, you know. Life goes on and on and on. That's right. Yeah. You know, I like the acoustic version better. Go and watch the acoustic iteration of Life Goes On, and you'll have a good time. And I showed my mom Oliver Tree before he passed. I showed her Please Don't Let Me Down because that music video is iconic. It's iconic. He acts weird. That's right, of course. Yeah, he was a wacky guy. Do you use the ceiling? Oh. Do you use the ceiling for the ceiling fan? Yes. I use the ceiling fan all the time. All the time. I live in a hot state, so I always have my AC on and, you know, always chilling. Wow, a lot more people are showing up. What up, y'all? Somebody just brought up Oliver Tree, and I was describing his personality and why I appreciate it, I suppose. You thirsty? All right. Well, things went pretty well for me today, and I can only hope that things went pretty well for you guys today as well. Hell yeah. And whatever's going on in anybody's lives, I only wish you more peace and happiness. And I hope you can stay on the narrow path and not veer too far off and find yourself in confusion and disarray and delusion. And you can stay clear-minded. Heck yeah. That's what it's all about, man. It's about finding the inner peace amidst the chaos. Amidst the chaos. Some people have a lot more chaos than I do, you know. A lot of my friends have kids. And I don't have kids because I left my girlfriend and moved in with my mom in Florida. And I've been here ever since. Oh, thanks, man. Heck yeah. I'm always out here. I always stream at 9 o'clock. I make it a point. I'm committed. I'm gaining the experience of what it's like going live more often. Heck yeah, man. So if you want to know more about me, the the thing that I'm most proud of is the fact that I'm a published author, and you can buy my book online, RoboGamma. And it's an awesome little graphic novel that I created for a college project, and I actually finished it. And it's an amazing thing. You can check it out. RoboGamma, two words. And I'm working on my next project, Sid the Sorcerer. And it's a lot more detailed and a lot more epic and insane. Because huh? Can you sing the song Life Goes On? But the full one? Let's see, I know it goes, babe, you're too controlling, I'ma feed you to the wolves when you get nasty back at me. But baby, don't distract me, I'm a goner, I lost her. Like, why the hell you wanna play me that way? You're bad, babe. You double-faced on tundra, life goes on and 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 on, dun, dun, right? Babe, you best believe it, I'ma rip you up to pieces. I'm a lover, not a fighter, but I'll light this place on fire. Can you sing You Are Good Enough? I don't know that one. I wish I did. I wish I did know that one. Let's see. The one that's really stuck in my head recently is I'm the bad guy here to save the day. I'm a superhero, but in my own way. How you can never see it was a damn shame. There's too much pain, so we both don't want it. The love went toxic, now it's hate, hate, hate. It's okay. You were not in love, we know the time has come. I can't stay, I'm away. That one's been stuck in my head, dude, because that's exactly what happened in my past relationship, and he hit the nail right on the head. Another great one's and I'm thinking about all that you wanted, and I'm thinking about how you never got it. It's just so good, man. He was so great. What I said on my Facebook post after he passed was, when he seemed to make any song that he was on a hit, like whatever he was on, it was a hit. Like it's like he had the knack for having that ability. Like there's only a few humans on this planet that have that ability. Like I don't know. Also, I've always been the weird kid. I know everyone's like, but I was the weird kid. I'm weird. Like that's what people tend to always say about themselves. But I was truly something really odd when I was a teenager. I was a goth, right? I dyed my hair pink and made it into Liberty Spikes. I was obsessed with the band Mindless Self-Indulgence. Jimmy Urine fascinated me when I was a kid, especially as a teenager. And I was very influenced by him. I started making music that sounded like their music. And then years passed, and I became, like, actually, I was the class clown. Nice, dude. That's a good place to be. I actually admire that, because we don't choose what we are. People choose what we are, and people definitely chose me to be the weird kid, and I realized, wow, I am a weird kid. Especially now that I got older, I know that I was odd, sometimes when you graduate high school, they have a commemoration ceremony where they name you something for what you were in your class. There was the class clown, somebody got best hair, somebody got best athlete, best football player, best this, best that. And I had crazy hair, right? I'm still in school, actually. Cool, awesome. Yeah, and so I had the craziest hair when I was in high school, right? I wish I had a picture to show you guys. because I had my hair in Liberty spikes. It was unbelievable because of MSI. So, somebody got called for having best hair. And I thought, I lost my chance for being something in the senior commemoration ceremony. That's what I thought to myself, right? Oh, for elementary school, well, I went to a place called Rentham Elementary, and I grew up in a different state than I am in now. I grew up in Massachusetts, and I was very, very blessed to have been able to be in such a wonderfully supportive, amazing school system when I was a child. And it was a really good town, and I also still have friends from when I was in elementary school, still to this day. St. Nicholas? Cool. Awesome, man. Yeah, and I'll let you know that I'm 34 years old, and I'm still friends with the people who I met in elementary school, because it's like you gain a brotherhood, a sense of brotherhood. And with the people who you appreciate, like, there will be people in your life, hopefully, if you're able to not be self-destructive over as time goes on, then you can actually retain beautiful, lasting relationships. And I'm very blessed to have been able to have the ability to do that. And now my friends who I met in elementary school are having kids, It's incredible. And I actually get to witness my friends' kids when they're in their infancy. And now as I grow older, I now have this feeling of foundation. Because when you're growing old, like when you're young, you're exploding, you're filled with wonder. And when I say wonder, I mean, you're wondering, right? It's a beautiful thing when you're a kid. You're wondering about something, right? Deeply. Sometimes you're like, this thing is so cool, and I just want to know everything about it. And that is a beautiful feeling. And whenever you feel like that, go in, be that guy who loves it. And don't be ashamed. If you love something and some people go, well, you love that. Yeah, I do. I hope you like it too. Who else likes it? Show me who else likes it. And then eventually you gotta find those people, and those people will come to you when they like it. Oh, I don't like that. Don't let that bother you at all. Like, I love stuff, okay? There's a lot of stuff that I love. I really love a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of other people out there who love the same stuff that I love. So anyone who says, I don't like that, it's like, oh, well, that's too bad. You don't have to be like, well, I don't like you since you don't like what I like. You don't even have to say that, because you can actually be like, well, what do you like then? And you can ask them what they like. If they say they don't like something you like, then you flip it. Make sure you flip it, right? Like, I don't like that. It's like, oh, well, then what do you like? That's a really nice thing to say. Thanks. I appreciate that actually a lot. That's awesome. Yeah, so what do you like? And then they could even say, well, I like this. And you can actually perhaps make a connection with them at that point, right? Like, oh, well, I like that too. What about this? Oh, yeah. You can get it going. Sometimes they might say something that you have no idea what they're talking about. Like, well, I like this, right? And you're like, huh? And then you could be like, well, what is it? Could you tell me more about what that thing is? Right? And then they go, yeah, this is what it is, because they like it. If you find out what other people like that you don't know about, then they can begin to tell you how cool they think what they think is cool. Haha, nice. Soccer's a good sport. You're going to be able to, the longer you're into soccer, the better you get at running. You can be fast, and you get better aim, right? The side of the foot, right? It's like the diagonal part right here. I wish I could show my foot. It's like this part on the foot, like right here, where you aim, right? You aim right there, and you go, pa! And it's all about the inertia, because you could be running, and then hit it, and it goes further, because if you're running and hitting it, then boom, it goes far, but you don't have as much control. But if you kind of halt for a minute and gain control of the ball, boom, you can hit it and have more control. It won't be as powerful necessarily, because you don't want to strain your leg if you kick it, but the more control you have, then the easier it is to get it in. All right, anyways, what do you like? Well, I'm an artist. I like drawing, and I like making music and stuff, and I like reading. I love reading a lot. When it comes to reading, I like to learn about my favorite people. Like, I have certain music artists who I love, so I'll read a book about that music artist. Nice. 7 years of soccer, you're experienced. You got confidence in that. You're a good player. But that's skills right there, man. 7 years, let's go. Wow. That's a long time. Good for you. Good for you. Nice. Well, I'll tell you something. The thing I did for the longest was I was in a swim team. I have a long story about how I ended up on a swim team, because my mom has a bunch of sisters, right? And one of my mom's sisters was a swim coach, and I was on her swim team. And there's an age limit for the swim team. It goes from ages 8 to 18. And I did every year because my mom's sister was there, and it was her team. Right? I love swimming too. And because I was on that swim team for so long, I'm like, I could teach anybody how to swim. And also, the way you can know how to float, and if you ever want to float in the water more easily, then all you have to do is kind of like retain more air, and you can lay on your back. And as long as you hold your breath a little bit more, but without exhaling all the way, then you can float nicely on the top of the water. And I was always wondering, like, how do people float on the water? I don't get it. Like, if there's like magic or something, like they're just floating. I don't get it. I was so frustrated from when I was a kid. I'm like, how are they doing it? And then I realized, oh, it's just because they're holding their breath. They're holding their breath a little bit longer, so they go boop, boop. And that's the secret. And you can do the breaststroke on your back. Doing the breaststroke on your back is the best, because you do the frog legs and this, right? And if you hold your breath a little bit more, you can float and sail on your back. It's one of my most favorite ways to swim. It's the best. It's good. Also, I love forward breaststroke as well, because obviously just increasing all these muscles, right? Like the pushing muscles there, all the chest and the back of the arms, and like it gets almost all of the muscles, you know. And the key for the breaststroke is when you have your arms out, that's when you kick, right? That's when you do the bloop. Because if you're Mario or something in a game, you'll notice his arms are already out, and then he kicks. Then he brings his arms up. Right? So yeah, it's kick, pull, kick, pull. That's how you do super good breaststroke. And you'll want to strengthen your legs, because naturally when you swim, you just want all your arms. That's how I am. I'm like, like my legs barely exist when I'm in a pool or if I'm swimming up and down the lanes and whatever. My name is Cam Fratus. That's right. Cameron. And Cam is spelled C-A-M, not K-A-M. I'm Cam with a C, not a K. Dondre? Or a Deandre? Cool. It's nice to meet you. It is nice to meet your acquaintance. DeAndre. Cool. Nice, dude. I'm wearing these sunglasses because recently I've been wearing all these different color sunglasses when I go live. And I was wearing these ones for a minute. Let's see, I'll put these right here. Let's see. I'll move this back a little bit. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. The other glasses I was wearing were these. Pow! Earthquake has been predicted by Somaliland scientists. Somaliland. So Somalia is like on the other side of the world. I live in America. Somaliland scientists called Abdi Kazi from Salah who predicted all the time. Oh, okay. And earthquakes. So an earthquake has been predicted by somebody who's good at making predictions. Very interesting. When it comes to somebody who is making a prediction that I can't immediately, I mean, I guess I can search his name. I can search the prophetic guy's name. But for me, when it comes to people who say they're prophetic and stuff like that, I see it as a preliminary round for understanding how people tend to keep people coming back to their channels, especially if they're spiritually susceptible, because not a lot of people know how to retain what they choose to believe in, and they'll almost believe anything that somebody tells them, and it's entertaining. No, the E is how the actual letter is pronounced. Okay, D, Andre? DeAndre. I try. I care, man. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, so there's guys on the internet who will try to say that they've gotten messages from another world. I'm like connected. I'm like that's what some people are like. Some people are like that. It's like, well, I'll have to say that people have a sense of attitude, right? And their attitude creates, or if you have a good attitude, it opens the door to gratitude. What is gratitude? Man, I love the fact that I get to live in this house. And because I'm able to live in this house, I'm going to give back. I'm going to do something nice for somebody who lets me live in this house. That is showing gratitude, right? Now, this feeling comes from the attitude. Spreading gratitude comes from the feeling. So when people say they make a prediction or something, they're expressing a feeling. But sometimes when people interpret their feelings, they're going to interpret it as something that's symbolic. Like, for example, if you have a dream about water and you're going under the water, you might be dealing with something where it's like extra heavy. You might feel an extra heaviness in your heart at that time. So you might have a dream about being underwater or something, or swimming, or being near the ocean, or seeing a wave, stuff like that. And people who say they're having these visions will say, be right back. Cool, yeah. When people say they have these visions, they're interpreting their symbolic messages in their heads as future predictions. That's personally what I think. And you can decide to believe in their symbolic interpretations, which they say is a prediction, but that's your choice. And a lot of people say stuff like, well, I believe in him, and it's like, well, why? Why do you believe in that guy who says he's prophetic? Because I want to. There's really no other reason besides them wanting to feel like that they can believe in something. And that's why aliens are cool, right? Because it gives you something interesting to believe in, something mysterious, something that other people have in common that's also interesting. And it's about the unknown. And that's the whole reason why Star Trek exists, right? To explore the unknown, to seek out new worlds, and all those sorts of things. So the interest in the paranormal and spirituality stuff is great, but just be careful in who you decide to listen to and invest in, because I've heard people say that they believe in some really crazy stuff because a lot of people out there are saying a lot of crazy stuff, and you have to have the mind to say, well, I'm actually going to see what holds up about this. Like right now, if I was going to start saying predictions and stuff like that, then I would actually be putting myself through some kind of like heart attack. Like I wouldn't be able to like wholeheartedly say that if I had a dream that it's like absolutely correct and I'm somehow being prophetic. You know what I mean? But it's more like I wouldn't say something as a prophecy if I wasn't absolutely sure. Then why else would I be saying a prediction if it was not going to be something that I could be confident in? Like then you're just going to keep shooting at the dartboard with your eyes closed? That's what the prediction people are doing. They're shooting at a dartboard with their eyes closed and they're like, "Believe my predictions, I'm prophetic." And then they just keep hitting the wall, nothing's happening, and they're just like, just keep coming back, I'm prophetic, all right? And then everyone's like, "Yes, I believe you." And then they say all the comments, get all the likes. I see how it works. You know? I see how it works. And there's that miracle time where sometimes they might actually get a prediction right because they actually have an eye open a little bit. They have one of their eyes open because they got smart enough to think, well, maybe if I said this might happen, then when people hear that I was right about my prediction, that was actually a little bit more likely to happen. That's less spiritual, then they'll be on my side, right? It's a pointless effort. Like, there's a chance I might be right. So the more often I can have a chance to be right, then the more often I'm going to be prophetic. It's like you can't make yourself prophetic. Like people want to make themselves like into some creepy, I don't want to say creepy, into this like strange image of themselves. Like imagine fully believing that you're some kind of like future predicting deity guy. Like, no. No. But I do like to believe in some people's stories that I'm interested in, like, but I won't necessarily say that I'm going to put them in a box because the person who I'm listening to is making these predictions. I have to have enough confidence in their own intellect and how they carry themselves. You know, like, for example, Paul Stamets. Paul Stamets is an amazing mycologist. What's a mycologist? Mushrooms. What's cool about mushrooms? You're not supposed to eat them and they're all poisonous. What makes them cool? The fact that they are what makes things help biodegrade. Because now this is a really disturbing thought, but this is reality, right? If you go to another planet where there's no insects and there's no fungus, and that organism dies on that deserted planet, but has like air like normal Earth, then that dead animal, would sit there and not degrade and just be there forever. Because Earth has fungus, it has bugs. That's how it works. Isn't that fascinating? And now, why fungus is cool is because you can have two trees beside one another. And you might wonder, immediately when you see two trees, you think, oh, well, yeah, they're just trees. Like, who knows? Like, they're going to grow and be happy beside each other. They might even intertwine their branches at one point, right? But what the mushroom does, it's called mycelium. Mushrooms are made up of this material called mycelium. And at the ends of the roots of the trees, they have roots of mycelium that connect. So if two trees are close enough to one another, the mushroom mycelium links them together. And now the most fascinating thing about that is we know that it is transferring information. So it's like the brain cell of nature. And that's what fungus is. It's the brain cells of nature. Well, I'm glad that you stuck around, man. I'll be here every 9 o'clock. I'll see you around. Many blessings. Have a peaceful night. No worries. No worries.
No worries, hobbits.
And you know what? I gotta go too. It's past 20 minutes. I typically stay for about 20 minutes or so. All right. Peace out. Have a great night. Nice talking.